We have a tough time nailing down what performance means anymore. And that's because automakers work really hard to tell us that everything has sporting potential, right down to minivans. But we're not so easily convinced. We know speed when we see it, and Audi's S4 and S5 have it right there in the name. It's the first letter. Hi, I'm Aaron Cole from Motor Authority, and we're here in Palm Springs, California to put the S4 and the S5 through its paces. We're gonna make our own music in the Coachella Valley. Quad tailpipes are our instruments. Let's talk performance first. The S4 and S5 are new and are based on their sedan and coupe counterparts. That's the same as always. And, same as always, the numbers matter. The S4 and S5 sub in a turbocharged V6 rated at 354 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque that slingshots the car up to 60 miles an hour in just a breath over 4 seconds. That power is shifted through an 8-speed automatic only. No manual. Don't ask. Nope, just don't. All 4 wheels are driven by Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system, which has its performance perks, namely cornering and repeatable quick launches. The reflex to lump the S4 and S5 into the same categories as the M3, M4, and C63 isn't right. The S4 and S5 are closer to the 340 and C43 now, and all 3 share plenty in common. Where they separate is in the smaller details, and Audi's character is a little hard to put a finger on. The looks of the S4 and the S5 aren't a big shift this time around. It's a handsome coupe and sedan, but they're not jaw-dropping like they were in 2007. We like the sharper lines and the more aggressive hood that's had its nose turned down, but it's not as fresh as we were expecting. The interiors of the S4 and S5 are nearly identical, short of access into the back seat, obviously. The S4 and S5 get all of the tech perks from the A4 and coming A5, like virtual cockpit and a new MMI controller, but both lack the finesse of having a touch screen. To be fair, among BMW, Mercedes, and Audi, we're still not sure anyone has gotten it right. So what's good? Let's talk about the drive. Thanks to Audi's ability to push the engine further back from the nose, the S4 and S5 don't drive as nose heavy as they used to. The S5's ability to soak up the road may be more impressive. Even in sport setting all the way around, dampers and steering, the S4 and S5 are more comfortable than you might expect. Its mission is clearly as an all-rounder now. Is it a hard-edged track weapon? Not quite. That'll be the province for the RS5. Long sweepers and high-speed cruising? That's more of the S4 and S5 speed. Now we say the sedan is more comfortable for 4, and that's for tall torsos and tall legs. And it's a better package too, but both of these cars drive the same. Opting for the sport package adds a variable steering setup that we just don't love, but it adds a rear diff that we do. Our gripes with the sport steering? Well, in the middle it's just a little dead, but once it turns in a hurry. And it's just not as linear or as direct as we want it to feel. The rear diff, well, we wouldn't give that up for anything, so we'll put up with the steering. We could fault the way that it looks, but I kind of think that's where the S5 Sportback comes in. Regardless of body style, sedan, coupe, convertible, or Sportback, they all start at over $50,000 and can reach well into $60,000 by the time you're done with the option sheet. So what's the bottom line? Well, the S4 and the S5 now occupy a middle territory for Audi, better than they have before, and that's between luxury and performance. We can nitpick the way that it looks, but we really can't fault the way that it drives. Reporting here from California for Motor Authority, I'm Aaron Cole. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.